cards out there that are more favorable to traveling. One of those is definitely the Chase Sapphire, Preferred, or Reserve, which is the highest level. They come with annual fees, but they have no foreign transaction fees, and you earn a lot of points on purchases, and they're accepted almost everywhere in the world. So they also have things like car insurance built into them. They have a limited number of where situations where, like, if somebody does something fraudulent on the card, you can get it wiped off your account. That can happen where somebody says they're going to pick you up on a boat at 10:30, they don't show up, and you prepaid. When you're traveling, you have to realize that things don't work like they do in the US. And in the US, you pretty much get what you pay for. Not true other places. There are places, I won't name the countries, but they are seen as better than you because they swindle you. They actually think that's a good thing. So when you have a credit card that allows for fraudulent activity to be reported anywhere in the world and taken care of, that's valuable. So if you're going around pre-booking a bunch of hotels, Airbnbs, shuttles, do it on a credit card that has all these features that can protect you. I don't want to say one card's better than another. Yeah, there's no foreign transaction fees. You don't have to worry about the exchange rate with credit cards. If you go and you get an ATM card and you try to pull out cash, you should always pull out cash in local currency, never in US and then exchange it. That's just additional money spent for the exchange fee, which is stupid. Just pull it out in local currency, and then also get an ATM card with a ATM rebate. So usually it's like $10 a month. Every ATM withdrawal, ultimately, you don't have to pay for it, because at the end of the month, let's say you pay 3 months per withdrawal, you do 3 withdrawals a month, you'll get credited back what you pay. So make sure your ATM card, your checking card has an ATM rebate feature. And when you pull out the money, do it in local currency. And also just be careful, because those machines often don't work, especially in Santa Teresa. Those machines can run out of cash. Your credit card is your best friend. Do not assume wherever you go you can get cash, and do not assume that just because the guy ahead of you got cash, that when you get there that machine will still have money. If you show up to a country and you do not have a credit card, I worry about you, because that makes me worry just thinking about it. It's not a good idea. A lot of times you can't even do it. You have to put holds on hotel rooms for damages, and credit card. Get a good credit card, then go travel. Like, just do it. Know your credit card in and out. Print out from that credit card company the features of your card. Know them. Have a copy, so that when you get somewhere, you can say things like, I don't need collision damage insurance on my rental car in Costa Rica because Chase Sapphire covers it, which is true. And that can double the price of a rental if you don't have it. So that's one of the better known features of a good credit card. So credit cards are important. They carry a lot of weight in other countries. Just know that the merchant does have to pay a fee to use the charge the credit card that you give them. So they might ask you if you're okay with that 3% or 4%. I think it's 2 or 3%. Usually American Express is like 4 or 5%. So a lot of places won't accept American Express because of the high merchant fees. So I don't want to say don't use American Express, but it's not accepted everywhere. So I wouldn't personally do that. But there are maybe 2 or 3 travel cards out there in the world that are, as soon as you pull it out, everyone's like, I got you. You know what you're doing. We're good. And keep an eye on your statements, because credit card information gets stolen even while you still have the card. Keep an eye on when your cards expire, and figure out if you have a problem with your card. Make sure that, like, if you lose a card, make sure you have someone in the States, because you cannot ship credit cards internationally from the US. So if you lose a credit card, you have to send it to one of your friends in the States, and they have to mail it to you. So I had that happen to me, and it was no problem because I thought of that. But if I hadn't, other thing, take a photo of your credit card, because you can pay for a lot of things online with the information on your card. You don't even need the card physically. That saved me so many times. Have your passport and your credit card on your phone as an image. I can't tell you how many times I had my card in like my backpack or like in the, like somewhere I just couldn't reach. And the guy's like, hey, your Uber app didn't work. Tell me your card number. And because I had it on my phone, I could pull it up quickly. While I still had it on me. Sometimes you need it like quick. And it's a nice place to go sometimes. If you can't reach in your pocket and grab your card, it's nice to have a photo of it, for sure. I'm not saying put a bunch of your financial information on the internet a ton, but I don't think there's a ton of danger in while you're traveling in the middle of nowhere to have a photo of your credit card. That's the kind of stuff. Oh, another thing, use your iCloud or your notes in your phone to save all your passwords, because getting that information back with slow internet or bad reception on your phone from the States is a pain. Anything that's really valuable that you can't lose, get a copy of it, either in notes in your phone or like somewhere on you. You'd be amazed at how often you're trying to log into your bank and your internet's not working or something, like, and you need to remember something. Have all your passwords and logins somewhere near you that doesn't rely on internet. I cannot tell you how frustrated I got once or twice getting locked out of accounts, because it's like, we don't recognize where you are. We don't recognize your internet. And it's just because I had all those like things, I could get back into it. So if you're really a digital nomad, sometimes you're going to be in some kind of situations where the phone might say like, what are you doing? Where are you? Like this, it's going to think you're someone else, basically. Like, why are you where you are? What are you doing? Is this fraudulent? And you just have to have some backup ammunition to get yourself out of a situation sometimes. So that's kind of my spiel on credit cards, man. I think that would get most people through just about any situation, but I've definitely learned all from experience. Watch me dip it low.